Here we go. NC State wearing their home whites, and LSU in the stunning all-purples today, trimmed in just a touch of gold, and here we go. These two teams met back in Thanksgiving, but both teams very different. Rivers, active already, comes up with the steal. Saniya Rivers, a veteran who started her career at South Carolina, and here's Maddie Hayes, their leading rebounder and a great three-point shooter. Let's take a look now at our starting lineups, brought to you by Capital One. J. Johnson, Williams, and Morrow, the big three. What will Poa and Smith do? Sometimes it's the supplementary players outside of the big three that make such a difference, and there's one of them right there in Saniya Smith. Zoe Brooks. What a season she has had for State. Most improved player in the ACC this year. Johnson slicing in. No foul call, but the follow is good. Smith has a couple of them.
I know they want to stay connected to Anissa Morrow, but LSU getting where they want, when they want.
Hayes with the miss. LSU, 4th straight year. They were a number 3 seed, including a couple of years ago during their national championship run, and they're letting them play so far. LSU, it is now Saniya Smith 6 and NC State 3.
Well, Saniya Smith was 9 for 9 in that second-round matchup from the floor against Florida State. And if they're going to heavy help on Anissa Morrow, Smith has to find the open areas, and she's done that early.
Smith coming in very confident. Kim Mulkey talking about the redshirt sophomore. Kailyn Williams, nice mid-range, including one of them on her bench right now, and Simone Augustus. Rivers misses, and Trieger could not come up with it. Poa does not have numbers, so she's going to wait and then take it in by herself. Brooks got a hand on the ball.
They do. They're a team that has been incredibly disciplined. That has been a staple of Wes Moore's teams and their defensive philosophy. But you cannot allow Williams that much time or space.
Down again by Brooks. James had it blocked by Williams. And LSU looks to break out. James takes it right back. Brooks against Poa, and another block. Oh, the defense showing up early.
Matchup against Michigan State, but they've got to find ways to attack the paint to get some easier looks.
They were 10 for 10 in the first half. Madison Hayes has just picked up her second personal foul. Talked about how important she is as a leading rebounder. Really, I think sort of the unsung hero on this team, does so many things.
Come in, who's played so many different positions for this NC State program, but who impacts their ability to win.
Morrow went 1 for 2 from the line, but Williams rescued with the offensive rebound, and that seemed like an impossible angle, but Morrow got it to fall anyway. Morrow, a couple of years at DePaul. It's a 7-0 LSU run. NC State has missed 5 straight shots. The drought is over. It's Hayes.
1 or 2 dribble punch is going to get a wide open look.
Hayes with a couple of threes so far, and a nice dish and the drive to the basket by Smith.
One of the areas that LSU has looked so good offensively in this NCAA tournament is their ability to share the basketball. It has been a team that didn't have a high assist rate coming into the postseason, but have learned to play with one another. And one of the things that J. Johnson noticed when she was out with injury those last few games of the regular season, they needed to move the ball better.
And we just talked about how Morrow hasn't taken a lot of threes. Brooks, this NC State offense, 3 of 12 from the floor. Rivers, a little hesitation, and then got it to roll in. Rivers, over her senior season.
And you can see they're icing her downing that side pick and roll, and Anissa Morrow gets another 3.
Not great shooting percentage for Day-Wilson this season.
She's one of those that can get hot, though.
And has been just as hot so far in this tournament. Williams, short. LSU seems to be getting at all the 50-50 balls. As So we have a minute to go now in this first quarter. Williams, that was nice.
Yeah, that's a great move. Able to split the defenders. Zoe Brooks was kind of in a gray area.
Shot clock is off for the Pack. Trying to end this quarter on somewhat of a positive note. James got hit. Really a study in perseverance. On them both. Guard comes in as NC State puts on some full court pressure. Rivers took it away. Takes it right to Williams. Couldn't score. They don't get a chance for the follow. Before the buzzer sounds, Isaiah James is limping, favoring her right foot as she goes off the court. A lot of talent coming up after this game, but boy, Flau'jae Johnson and LSU, a very impressive first quarter. You see the adjustments that Westmore always says. He has plan A and then plan B, C, probably through Z. James attacking the basket. The other four teams play. Two regions, Spokane and Birmingham.
Right there was Isaiah James. Turns around to Zamaria Jones, and she said, they are going at you.
From James to tell her just to be ready. Williams with the miss. Maddie Cox is in the game. Usually doesn't get a lot of playing time. And she comes in, so a couple of posts in now with Trigger and Cox. NC State, some of the best guards in the country, veteran guards. Rivers somehow was able to keep it going and get the basket. NC State, who has been down by as many as 11, now back down by 6. Rivers to Zam Jones. Nailed it.
That's what Zam Jones can do.
This is a 9-2 run for State going back to the first quarter. Cox with some good defense on Morrow. That's why she was put in to try to help down low. How about some confidence for the true freshman?
The confidence, the fire, you see it in her face right now. Instant offense.
Zam Jones with a couple of threes. Morrow with that determined look on her face. NC State down by double digits in the first quarter. Can tie or take the lead?
I don't like that shot by Sanaya Rivers. I don't think anybody can stop Sanaya Rivers one-on-one. Use that screen, create an opportunity at the rim or to get an open look.
LSU takes advantage. Maddie Cox with 3 rebounds since coming into the game. And then the long-range jumper, Zam Jones. Johnson fumbled it, was able to get it back. And then the defense by Zoe Brooks got a hand on the ball. She doesn't have numbers, but she's got Zam Jones for the 2.
Oftentimes, when you talk about scouting reports at this time of the year, it's focused on your primary offensive threats. To get offense from other people like Zam Jones.
And right now, we are on a Zam Jones run. NC State has scored the last 11 points, all of them from Zam, until Trigger broke that string. Johnson, nice little hesitation, but a little bit too strong. It's a 3-on-2. But Brooks had Jones over on the perimeter, but took it herself.
And Zoe Brooks has to get going. I mean, she is so important to what NC State does on the offensive end of the floor.
She had missed her first 3 shots before that basket. And Gilbert. Williams lost it. 2-on-3, and James going to take it to the basket, and she's going to get back to the free throw line yet again. Terrific veteran who really took a chance with that program. James at the line. Got 1 out of 2. He's not in the game right now. Shot clock winding down. Gilbert gets it to Day-Wilson. He's going to have to put it up over James. Bounces to James.
She's got to find ways to attack gaps. She's got to get her teammates the ball and get to the rim. She can be a scorer.
Brooks drew the foul. This straight year, every NCAA Women's Championship game is on the networks on ESPN. Go to ncaa.com for more information. Trieger with the offensive rebound. Hayes,
nice pass.
That's what you were talking about.
Yes.
Where she sort of disappears.
Yep. And you look at what happens now when Issa Morrow's out of the game, so NC State shows some zone. It's much more difficult to rebound when you're playing the zone, so when Morrow's out, gives them an opportunity to give a different look.
29 double-doubles, which is 7 more than the second-place person in the country, and only Courtney Paris had more in her career.
Courtney Paris was a double-double machine.
Unbelievable. Oklahoma. Oklahoma's going to play here tomorrow. First half winding down. Hayes. Hit.
Just be disciplined. Make Madison Hayes hit a tough shot.
Kim Mulkey unhappy with the call. One of the better free throw shooters on this team. NC State not a good free throw shooting team overall, but she gets them both. The Wolfpack at one point down by 11, scoreless in the first half for the very first time this season. And remember, she is their leading scorer, just under 19 points per game. Pam Ward, Stephanie White, and Holly Rowe with you for the first of 2 games in the Sweet 16 in Spokane. We have UCLA Ole Miss coming up next. And the ball gets thrown away on the very first possession.
And I think LSU at times, we've seen in the last 2 games in this tournament that they have been very good at moving the basketball, but they do have a tendency at times to get stagnant. And Zoe Brooks, what a good start. But Zoe Brooks is somebody who needs to get rolling for the Wolfpack.
A little bit of a slow start in this game, but now she's got 8 points. This is the biggest lead of the evening for the Pack, but that disappears. Nia Smith had 10 points. Brooks bodied up by Williams. Nia Rivers hit the bottom of the net, but only the bottom of the net.
I still think an opportunity right there for Rivers to attack the closeout. She's got Flau'jae Johnson running out at her.
A little passive. Day-Wilson out there to begin the second half. Kid from Toronto, 0 for 3 in the first half, and Williams with a chance at a 3-point play.
That's that frame. That's the ability to finish with a little bit of contact.
Williams with the miss, but it's tipped out by Smith. That's Anissa Morrow doing Anissa Morrow things. She's just an incredible rebounder.
Yeah, I mean, not just her natural instincts, but her will to pursue the ball and not be denied.
Do you think great rebounders are born or made?
I think great rebounders are born. I think that they have an instinct for the ball. I think they have a relentless effort.
Morrow, if she was a volleyball player, and the answer was yes. And you can see the similarities with that video. There's a little no-look pass from Johnson. Morrow stepped with it and got fouled. 5 of those 9 boards have come on the offensive end. Ole Miss taking on UCLA, the Bruins, who won the Pac-12, there we go, that's retro. The Big Ten tournament title over USC. Rivers, there you go, that's what you want to see, but it got taken away.
Yeah, that's good hands by Nia Smith.
Smith, what a game she has had on both ends of the floor. Flau'jae thought about it. Williams into Morrow. One of those moves. The double comes from James, who's playing with 2 fouls. Took a little bit of a risk, but it paid off. And now James with the ball fake and couldn't get the finish. She's pleading for a foul. Johnson finally scores. Just under 7 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Zoe Brooks trying in the lane this time. Brooks last year made the all-freshman team, playing without either goggles or contact lenses. She was NC State only had 2 fouls in the first half, both of them on Madison Hayes. With the spin, the basket, and the foul. 1 rebound away from what would be her 30th double-double of the season. She told us the only thing missing on my resume is that Natty does not have the national championship. This is her 2nd year. LSU up by 4. Already scoring as many points in this 3rd quarter as they did in the 2nd. Samaya Smith with the block. Johnson found a little bit of daylight. Another offensive rebound, another double-double for Morrow. Morrow by herself outscoring NC State in this quarter, 9-5. That's a big 3 by Maddie Cox, who only has 5 made field goals all season. Timeout. She was at Louisiana Tech down in Ruston, and then won a championship, 3 of them at Baylor, and 1 of them now at LSU.
Yes.
Not a bad resume.
Louisiana Tech for the great, and with the great Leon Barnell.
LSU attacking the basket. I mentioned that NC State only committed 2 fouls in that first half. Coming off that season-high 20 against Florida State. A game that was tight at the half. And she said, I got my players back on the floor. If they had some foul trouble, sometimes it can be as simple as that.
It can be as simple as just availability.
Williams can't finish. Ball. As the officials look at each other. And behind the play, Lorena Owu is in pain. It was an awkward position, certainly, as she went for the loose ball. Flau'jae Johnson there as well. Trieger comes back in. Zia James back in the game. There she is with the ball. Rivers hits it. That's a 3. Another foul.
But give credit to LSU right now, because again, this is not a team in NC State that fouls a lot under duress, where they're in rotation.
Trieger gets it back over to Rivers. Smith very aggressive with Trieger out on the perimeter, and there's another long-range shot by Rivers that doesn't go down.
That's exactly what LSU wants. They want Sanaya Rivers taking those off-the-bounce contested threes. And where she can impact her team is attacking the rim, going one-on-one, breaking down defense. It's natural.
Rivers has missed 3 of her 4 3 attempts. Morrow, unstoppable. Shot clock is off now for State. And foul call. Rivers to Trieger. Brooks, they need a shot. It's got to be Rivers, and she got hit in the face. Day-Wilson giving her explanation to one of the officials. Rivers gets them both. NC State outscored by 8 in that quarter.
They've got to have more ball pressure. They've got to force LSU to catch the ball a little bit further out beyond the three-point line and make it more difficult to make the entry pass.
It's very difficult to try to defend against Morrow, who got yet another double-double, her 30th of the season, and had 11 points in that 3rd quarter. NC State only scored 13 as a team. Winner gets the winner of UCLA Ole Miss. Morrow with another rebound. Put it on the deck. Good defense that time by Rivers, who comes away with it. Madison Hayes, who had a couple of threes early, misses.
Making contact with Anissa Morrow. She is just getting whatever she wants on the offensive glass.
State 8 for 24 from 3.
Ran right into her. Just because a player falls does not mean it is a foul.
Madison Hayes picks up her third. James got her hand into the passing lane. She runs the floor very well and finishes it for State. 12 so far in this game, 12 points. Flaugier will get some free throws.
Great job of clearing it out on ISO for her to go to work.
That was the fourth foul on Madison Hayes, who stays in the game. She was held to 13 in their win in the last round against Florida State. 1 out of 2. Looks for hesitation and gets it to roll. Cuts the lead to 1. More contact. That's a charge. Drawn by Maddie Cox. There's a good look at Cox. Very athletic family. Lauren Cox, who's very good for Baylor, her older sister. Baylor, the team that Ole Miss beat to get here to the Sweet 16, and there she is again. So you go to Morrow, when in doubt, but she missed. Brooks attacks and got a block from behind.
Using that length.
James gets it over to Brooks, who put up a teardrop. Kailyn Gilbert. Nope. With Morrow, back-to-back 26-point games in the tournament for Morrow. Sam Jones, who gave them such a lift in the first half of the miss. Cox with another rebound. Brooks, yes, and a foul. Third foul on Morrow. Let's go over to Holly.
Well, Zoe Brooks was the most improved in the ACC, and Wes Moore says she gets overlooked.
She had that career-high 33 against Notre Dame in that double overtime game. 14 of 14 from the free throw line as well.
Rivers with the block. Jones, foul.
Doing a much better job on the defensive end and pushing tempo and attacking.
Getting to the free throw line. Tomorrow's Sweet 16 matchup start on ABC. And it's Tennessee, Texas. And on ESPN, Oklahoma, UConn, and Kansas State, USC. Lisa Morrow. Rebounding right now, it's +9 for LSU, in large part because of Morrow. Rivers can't get the reverse to go. Morrow with 28 points, 16 rebounds, 9 of them offensive.
There has to be a commitment to putting the body on her. Look, she is pursuing with multiple levels of effort. Zoe Brooks, great hustle.
Speaking of effort,
I mean, good hands by Zoe Brooks, and both of them just pursuing the ball. It's tripped up. It looks like maybe the heel of Zoe Brooks hits Flaugier Johnson.
Number 16, Kailyn Gilbert, now in the Tigers.
Those free throws matter. NC State as a team only shoots at 68% from the free throw line on the year.
Duke going to the Elite Eight for the first time since 2013 in a very low scoring game. Day-Wilson inside to the unstoppable Anissa Morrow. But right now, the most important number is 2. That is the lead for NC State. Winner gets the winner of Ole Miss, UCLA. Maddie Cox!
been ready throughout the course of the season. I'm sure she's been frustrated with her lack of playing time, but in this big moment, she's been huge for the Wolfpack.
And then Kailyn Williams needing her. This is a guard-oriented NC State team. Brooks short. Williams slices in for another bucket.
Really make the defense work.
Brooks saw a little bit of daylight, drove on Gilbert, and got the friendly bounce.
That's a heck of a shot by Zoe Brooks. That's a tough angle.
Gets the lead back to 3 as we approach 2.5 to go. Williams open and buries it. Brooks goes into the lane and another one. Zoe Brooks gets it back to 3. Williams inside to Smith. Brooks just slapped away by Kailyn Gilbert. Gilbert with the ball. It's 3-on-2. Smith says, hold up. And Gilbert does just that.
Well, good communication by Shayeann Smith. Time and score. Just a big offensive possession for LSU. You want to make sure you get exactly what you want.
Williams has had the hot hand. And this time she drives and puts the Tigers back on top. Brooks continues to just take the Wolfpack shots, and now Smith is fouled by Brooks. So important to this team and frustrating shooting-wise for Flaugier.
But the good thing about LSU, they had those 3 games that they played without Flaugier, so they've had to learn how to do that. Those big defensive possessions, the one by Shayeann Smith, but the time before by Kailyn Gilbert to get that block, those were big-time plays by the LSU defense.
Make it 20. 22 seconds on the shot clock. State down 3. James temporarily lost it. Cox, another 3. And that one goes off the rim. 6-0 LSU run. We've had alternating 6-0 runs in the last minute or so. And that is thrown out of bounds. The Tigers threw it away. Brooks. Guarded by Sheppard. And an offensive foul. Kailyn Williams working on James, who fouls her.
Westmore has 2 timeouts now.
Clutch. It's got Miracle Sheppard up to defend. 3-point attempt. James, no. Rebound by Smith, who's fouled right away. And the LSU fans.
Well, Shayeann Smith has been outstanding in this NCAA tournament. And we expected it to be a different big 3, but the interior presence and that post tandem has been dominant. Now, both teams looking different than they did in November, certainly, but LSU, the toughness, the way they locked up the last 5 minutes of this 4th quarter.
No fouls necessary for LSU, and fittingly, Anissa Morrow, the best rebounder in the country, comes up with the final miss, and for the 3rd straight year, the Tigers roll into the Elite 8. What a terrific effort.